I am back at the Disneyland Resort for the second wave of their summer party, Pixarfest. This Pixarfest edition brings us 6 new food booths themed to some of Pixar's newest and most popular films that we all know and love. These food booths may have some of the most beautiful food that the parks have to offer, but do they taste as good as they look? Let's go find out. So kicking this off, we are a couple days late from when the booths open for Pixarfest. I've heard nothing but not good things about the booth, so we're coming with optimism, but I have to admit, I'm coming into this a little bummed because everyone's saying that the food is not that good. There are some good items that I've seen people say that they would recommend, but I don't know. Let's find out. We're going in order of lay of the land, so to say. So we came here to Gusteau's to go. I'm actually excited for the theming of this. Me and Ange love Ratatouille, so we're pumped to try some of the food. This is the Ratatouille Pizzetta, topped with mozzarella, eggplant, squash, zucchini, a drizzle of tomato sauce, and a wedge of French cucumbers. I gotta be honest, it's okay. At the price point, $8 for as small as it is, the value's not there. It tastes more like a Lunchable pizza. Get the mozzarella and the tomato sauce, it's overkill. You don't even really taste any of the squash or zucchini, but it's not bad. Like, it's a good snack, but for $8, way overpriced. And there is no sip and savor, so I mean, there are some negatives coming in, but that wasn't bad. I'm gonna probably go 3-4 out of 5. I'm gonna say that's all right. Would I recommend? If it was cheaper and you want a snack, I would. But other than that price point, I don't know if I would recommend.
So we're also gonna try the Little French Daiquiri. This has rum, French wine, pear nectar, cherry plum syrup, and lime juice garnished with a bruleed pear chips. I'm a big fan of this. It's super refreshing. The pear flavor it's light, but like you can tell, I would say that that's the majority of the flavor that's going on in here. Me and Carson also decided that we're gonna start ranking these with how strong the alcohol is. I'm gonna say it's pretty strong in comparison to most drinks. I'm probably gonna say 3.7 out of 5.
On the strength.
As far as the strength of the alcohol. As far as the drink is concerned, I'm probably gonna give this like a 4.3 out of 5. So real good.
Next up, I'm trying the Gusteau Macaron. It's creme brulee mousse with a caramel center. So pretty simple description. Any macaron or macaroon, whatever the heck they're called, anytime I get one, it's like sweetness overkill. So I'm hoping the boy Gusteau does not let your boy over here down with this macaron. This is good. This is really good. So it's a creme brulee and then like caramel. I honestly thought the caramel was gonna be way too over the top sweet, but it's not. It's like perfect. I'm gonna give this a 4.3. You know what? 4.6. 4.6 out of 5. Real good. This is not better than the raspberry at Jolly Holiday, if you know, you know. But this macaron is good. I recommend this. If you come to Gusteau's, get a drinky drink, maybe pass on the Ratatouille Pizzetta, and get this macaron. Holy crap. Over here at Grizzly Peak, one cool thing I know a lot of people, even myself, were curious about is if Mei Mei and Ming Lee, her mom, were gonna return, because they were here for Lunar New Year, but I was like, are they gonna come for Pixarfest? And they did. I would recommend coming and meeting them. If you missed them for Lunar New Year, you will get a chance if you're visiting this summer for Pixarfest. And the lines aren't very long and they're moving pretty efficient, so you'll have a good chance to meet them. So another cool meet and greet at Grizzly Peak is Doug, and he does have his talking collar on, so he will speak to you. But there's not really like a set time that he's out here. We met Doug before, but not with his talking collar on, so should be pretty cool. While we're waiting for Doug, Judy Hopps came out. I've actually never seen Judy in the park here at all. I've never watched Zootopia.
You've never watched it?
No, you have?
Yeah.
I've never watched Zootopia. Angela has watched.
Big fan, guys.
No, but I never claimed to be a fan of Zootopia. We eventually want to go to China, and I want to see the Zootopia land. So I'm gonna have to at least watch Zootopia for before we go to China. When that is, I don't know, maybe soon?
Yeah.
And maybe tomorrow. It's not
tomorrow.
Clickbait. if that was the case, I would have already watched Zootopia, but we're still waiting for Doug. Doug, we're waiting for you. We asked a cast member about Doug, and they were very iffy on if Doug was gonna come out and meet. I assume he's probably getting his collar worked on or something. So we decided to walk all the way down back here to the Elemental table-inspired booth. I'm trying the Coalnut Whoopie Cookie Pie. It's a cake cookies baked with cocoa powder filled with cream cheese, frosting, and topped with crushed cinnamon candies. Let's see if it lives up to the presentation, because the presentation looks awesome. This little whoopie pie, it did not disappoint me at all. This thing was like, the texture on it, so soft, so spongy, wasn't dry, wasn't too moist. I know some people don't like that word, I said it. But this thing is good, like the buttercream is not too sweet. Sometimes you get buttercream and it's like too sweet. This whoopie pie was delicious. 4.6 out of 5, real good. I highly recommend that. That thing was so good.
So it's no surprise, I'm trying another drinky drink. We decided to get the H2O Rita. This has tequila, blue curacao syrup, lychee nectar, yuja puree, and lime juice, garnished with a rock candy stick. So it is really refreshing, but I don't know. Me and Kirsten were saying there's something that's like a little floral in there that's kind of throwing me off. It's also a little sour. I don't know if it's the lychee or the yuja. I'm probably gonna give it maybe a 3.7 out of 5. I'm gonna say that's all right. I don't know how the other one is though. They have another margarita at the stand, so maybe that one's better. I would say try that one.
We went back to Grizzly Peak, and I talked to the same cast member, and he's so helpful. He doesn't know if Doug's gonna make it out today. So we failed again at beating Doug. But he said try back around 2:15. Doug stops meeting at 3:30 per the app. So it seems like a challenge to meet Doug. So in the meantime, we stopped over here at Portorosso Pasta, and I'm trying the Silenzio Limoncello. This is amaretto and Aperol liqueurs, blood orange syrup, lemonade, and house-made oregano tea garnished with a micro daisy. I'm disclosing that I really enjoy limoncello liqueur. I was sold on it, and that make me biased. But this tastes like if you had limoncello mixed with a sweet tea, mixed with blood orange flavoring. But this thing is good. This may be my favorite drink. That pear one was good though too. I think I'm gonna go 4.5 out of 5. This is real good. I thought lemonade, right? So I was like, this thing's gonna be way too tart, but it's not too tart, and I think that's why I enjoyed it more as well. Super refreshing. It's starting to get warm out here, so this is coming in clutch right now. I would recommend if you like limoncello.
So we also decided to get the Portorosso Pesto Pasta. This is ribbon pasta tossed in basil pesto with potatoes and green beans. So as soon as I saw this on the foodie guide, I told Carson, like, we needed to try this.
You have to eat it with your hands, so I don't know why'd you get the fork?
Hey, listen, they are sea monsters. They eat with their hands, okay?
Well, you have monster ears on right now.
You have monsters here. You have a point.
You're in a corner, you gotta eat it with your hand.
It looks really cute. I don't really know about the freeze-dried green beans. Those are kind of freaking me out, but let's dig in. This thing was actually pretty good. It's a pesto pasta. I will be honest, I think they're like freeze-dried green beans. Those kind of freaked me out. I'm a fan of green beans, but the freeze-dried thing, they're not like Skittles. I don't think it made them better. But overall, I would probably give this maybe a 4 out of 5. I would still say real good. They really don't have a whole lot of food items that are like savory. It's mostly sweets or drinks. And so if you need something savory, you won't be disappointed with this.
Doug! It's so good to see you. I'm so happy to meet you.
I have just met you, and I love you.
I love you too, Doug. Have you seen any squirrels?
Yes, I'm a good boy.
You are. I've been looking for snipes too.
Haven't seen any around.
You see a lot of squirrels.
I bet you're always finding squirrels over here. Chipmunks too?
Yeah.
I am ever so happy right now because of you.
Oh, thanks, Doug. You want to get a photo right here? It's Doug. He's so awesome.
Met you, and I love you.
Thanks,
I
Doug.
am going in to nap in my bed for dog.
Oh, nice. Bye, Doug.
I am ever so happy right now.
I'm like shaking right now. We got to meet Doug. If you're still watching and you're bought in, this is like, you know, when you're chasing that goal and then you achieve it. It's like, I honestly thought we weren't gonna meet him. It's 2:30 right now. And I would say a huge thank you to the cast member that is pretty much working with Doug. They're the ones that gave us the intel, and Doug did come out. So that like made my day. It was so cool because Doug with his talking collar on is something that's completely brand new. I was kind of getting bummed. I was like, one of the new characters for Pixarfest, and we may not get to meet him. So I was happy to meet him. That was a fun meet and greet. He was looking for snipes and squirrels, so you know, good old Doug, that's what he does best.
Our next stop is here at Town Favorites. We decided to try the Nobody Like You Cooler. This is raspberry rose tea from Joffrey's, white cranberry, lime and orange juices, and cherry syrup garnished with an orange wedge gummy candy. The whole time I'm drinking this, I'm for sure singing the Nobody Like You song. It's a must. But this thing is really good. I feel like the main flavors that I'm getting are cherry and orange, but I'm not mad about it. I don't taste any of the cranberry in there, but I'm probably gonna give this probably a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna say real good.
Next up, I'm gonna try the red Panda Bao. It's a jumbo pork vegetable stuffed bao with chili garlic sauce. Now, I did hear that the chili sauce is pretty spicy, and you know your boy is just not about that spice line. I like a little spice for flavor, but I heard it's hot. So I'm gonna try the bao because I wanted to try it, and I'm gonna let Angela review it with the chili sauce. So let's see how this tastes. This thing is so good without the chili sauce for me. It's literally what the description says, and I know I say that all the time, but it's literally a pork vegetable bao bun. And the bao, they got the texture right on that bao. So good. I would highly recommend getting this. I'm probably gonna go 4.6. 4.6 out of 5. I definitely recommend the bao bun. And I think I'm kind of maybe giving this a little higher score than it tastes, but it is good. But because like we've had nothing but desserts. I even have another dessert I'm up next to try after Ange tries the chili sauce, but they need more savory food items here, so I would even bump it to a 5 just for that, but on taste-wise, I'd say 4.6. Real good. I highly recommend. It was good.
Don't listen to Carson. That dipping sauce is perfect. It's just the right amount of spice. I feel like it helps. Not that the bao is like dry at all, but I don't know. I feel like for me, brought it all together. I would honestly get another one of those just to like snack on. I would probably go 5 out of 5. Real good.
Next up, as I said, back to the desserts. My blood sugar is gonna be through the roof today. But anyway, I'm trying the Panda Apocalypse. This is layers of chocolate chunk brownie and New York style cheesecake topped with orange and red cream cheese. Now, all the theming reminds me a lot of Festival of the Arts. Like, I don't think any food fest that I've covered or been a part of has the theming up to par as this Pixarfest. So I'm gonna give a huge props to that because the theming on the food is absolutely amazing for this event. It's not bad, but if you're a frosting lover, you'll like it. Me, for one, I don't love frosting, and this is like pounds of frosting on this thing. I wish it had more brownie and more cheesecake. So what I did is I scraped some of the frosting off, and it tasted way better. So if you're gonna get this, and if you're not like a huge sweet person, it is good. Just scrape the frosting off, you'll enjoy it. But there's better desserts that we had. I would get the macaroon or the whoopie pie over this all day. It's just way too sweet. I'm gonna probably go 3 out of 5. I'd give it a that's all right. Hear me out. I got an idea to get us away from these desserts. Goofies.
I'm down. Down for Goofy.
I didn't know what she was gonna say.
We have had a lot of food. I will be honest with you.
And Goofies is like a, if you know, it's like a car attraction ride,
Yeah.
But the wait's only 30 minutes, and it's kind of busy today. So, and we haven't been on Goofy's in a while.
We haven't.
And I like Goofy's. Some people don't. It's like Matterhorn in DCA on the roughness.
No. Matterhorn is like, that's gonna jack you up real good.
All right, well, let's go. We're gonna die. We're dead. We're dead. It's so fun, but we're gonna die. Ah! Oh my gosh. Ah! Ah! I'm too close. Ah!
We're gonna crash and
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God. What does he say? I'm gonna throw up and then I'm gonna die. Whoa, whoa. Ah. Oh, it's coming around the bend. Ah, here it comes. Ah. Oh, we got chiropraction. I'm gonna throw up and then I'm gonna die. Ah. Oh my God, that was a whale of a wash. Oh, oh, reconnect.
You made it! Now,
Barely.
stay in your seat until you're given the okay.
Oh, hold on tight. That was fun. Hi. It's always so fun. Do Goofy's if your back can angle. So after we got our back chiropraction from Goofy's flight skills, we made a stop at the Spark booth inspired by Soul. If you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it after you watch this video. Well, actually, go watch my other Pixarfest video and then go watch my other Pixarfest video, subscribe if you like the video, and if you're still watching it by this time and you're not subscribed, I think you might want to consider it. I'm trying the half note jazz cake. It's a traditional red velvet cake. That's only the description on there, so no filling? I don't know. It doesn't say. So you got Joe's piano on here. The boy Joe, when he gets in the zone, he's got his own spark. So let's see how it tastes. It's not bad. But it's like, there's no filling or nothing. It's like the description. It's just a red velvet cake, but like it's coated in like sugar. Like I don't know. It's not in there. It's not frosting. It's just like coated in sugar. So it makes it a little too sweet for me. I like red velvet cake because it's not so sweet. And that like sugar coating made it too sweet for me. But it was still good. And it's a perfect size. Portion wise, very good. I don't know, it's just a red plain velvet cake coated with sugar. I'm gonna go 3.5 out of 5. That's all right.
I'm gonna try the Spark-Ler. This is cotton candy and blue curacao syrups, mango puree and pineapple and lime juices garnished with a glow cube. Pro tip, stir this thing up. When I first tasted it, it was not good. It was like, at least to me, just like a sad little seltzer that's not good. Like not good at all. But then you stir it and then you get like the sweetness of it. Stir it and you'll like it. I'll probably give it in between like a 3.8 and a 4. We're gonna go 3.9 and still a real good, but you have to stir it. If you don't, it's just a sad time.
Up next, we had to make a stop at Hangar Management. This booth is inspired by Inside Out, and I'm gonna try the joyful yellow comforting mac and cheese with happy cheese puffs, or otherwise known as Cheeto Puffs. You know the copyright stuff. So let's see how these taste. I'm actually pretty excited to try these because your boy loves Cheetos, so let's see if they deliver. For me, this is freaking delicious, but I gotta be honest, it's basic mac and cheese. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's mac and cheese, and they just put Cheeto Puffs on there. So I'm probably gonna give this, I'm gonna try to not be biased on my hunger for savoriness. I'm gonna go 3.8. 3.8, that's all right. You can make this at home with like Easy Mac, throw some Cheeto Puffs in there. It's good. It got kind of cold, I'm not gonna lie, so I don't know. It's simple, but for me, this was a great snack because we've had nothing but sweet drinks, sweet alcohol drinks, and desserts. So this is a win. I'm stuffed. We ate a lot, so we went to all 6 booths. I was bummed that there was no sip and savor pass offered for the Pixar booths. I thought the food was decent. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was anything to write home about. Would I go out of my way and try everything? I'm gonna say no, I wouldn't. There were definitely some good items though that I did recommend, and I recommend you coming and trying if you're gonna be visiting the parks this summer. But if you missed my first Pixarfest video, I'm gonna put it right up here. Go check that out. We had an absolute blast. If you're still here and enjoyed the content, I wanna invite you to hitting the subscribe button. It helps us out a ton, and we get to make more trips out to Disneyland, Disney World, Universal, and all that good stuff, and cover all this cool stuff for you guys. And until next time, what can I say except you're welcome? See you on the next one.
Hi there. My name is Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Goodbye.